So next up, we're going to be checking John Hill's Spy Psychology for TF2, the best knife. I have recently tried, as of like the last 24 hours in a subathon, checked out TF2 for the first time and realized it's actually really easy to get a lot of kills with Pyro because people clump up. Yeah, it just kind of works. I'm not complaining, though. It worked out really well. Let's see where this goes. I'm assuming that's the best. No, it's different knives. I haven't figured out how to change weapons yet, though. Is that a stick? There's a kunai in there, and a stick, and a dagger. So what did they do, anyways? I'm sorry, was that a bread? What was that? Okay.
So, what would Spy be without his knife?
Dead?
Well, you'd have my running joke that I'm saving for later in the video.
But what would Spy possibly have that he could use to damage people at range? Exploding stopwatch. That's it. Yep.
But my point is that the knife is a key tool in the Spy's arsenal. What it enables is his ability to insta-kill. But of course, there's multiple different knives you can use.
That is a stick, yeah.
But to understand the unlockable ones, we first need to understand their base form.
Oh, stock, the all-rounder.
Stock is the knife you'll start out with. And like many stock weapons in TF2, it's very good. When people keep asking me what the best knife is in all situations, the answer is always stock. It gets the job done without any gimmicks. The base damage of the knife is 40. However,
wait, there's a lot of blood. I didn't realize it had that much blood.
Dies instantly, regardless of their current health and overheal. The only things that can block a backstab are the Razorback and an Ubercharge.
Oh!
But what counts as a backstab? Well, it's the entire back half of the enemy.
Oh,
but
even
do
the
not
arms.
be deceived.
The back half is based off the view of the player, not their model. As some animations will slant the back in certain ways that can be confusing.
Oh. I was actually unaware of that one. So it's actually based on where the player sees, which is more fair to the people playing, so that you can't be looking at an enemy in some way that your model's moving weird and then get backstabbed from the front, from your perspective. That does make more sense.
Whenever you end up in backstab range, you will see an animation of the knife raising. However, you shouldn't wait for this before attempting the stab. As you get more experienced with Spy, you'll get a better feeling of when you can land a stab. You should develop this muscle memory as soon as possible, and only use the animation to show you when you missed a stab opportunity. Of course, occasionally the hit detection can be a bit funny and not grant you backstabs which should have landed. What? This is the reality of playing Spy.
That almost feels more like a lag issue than anything else.
The bigger earner lowers the user's max health to 100, but on kill it restores 30% of your cloak, as well as a 3-second speed boost. Mechanically, the easiest of the non-stock knives to understand, though all its uses aren't immediately obvious. While that cloak regain doesn't come into play nearly as much, the speed boost is the main draw of this knife.
Because you can move faster.
Whenever you get a backstab, regardless of the knife you're using, you generally need to decide between going further in for more kills, or getting out. Because of the speed boost, both of these options become much easier to execute after a kill. You're either zipping between unaware targets, or getting in and getting out towards the nearest target bread.
Wait, this isn't garlic bread?
Chain stabs become much easier with this knife, as most players don't expect.
God. Sorry, I must have been doing this too long, because as soon as he said garlic bread, I actually felt my stomach start to rumble. Oh no. I'm gonna have to probably bug my wife to make an emergency pit stop to get food later tonight. Oh no.
The Spy to be that fast, but again, it's a matter of choosing whether to stab everyone or GTFO.
There's only one right answer. Do the stupid and stab it all.
About that downside.
But
sure, losing 20%
because you die
health may not
fast.
sound like much, but there's a reason light classes have 125 health and not 100, as it allows them to barely survive a powerful hit from most weapons. When you take that health away, suddenly you're able to be one-shot by a lot of things.
And it also means that if you are just happen to be in a random splash damage area, you can be dead without realizing it.
Essentially
No.
what this boils down to is that you
that
need
Gladys?
to avoid detection and crossfire
Or
before
Wesley?
landing a backstab, as there is notably much less room for error when doing so. To summarize,
Doable.
it's weaker before you land a backstab, but stronger once you do.
Because you can run out of the way. Ooh. Spy-cicle. Oh, it's an icicle.
This knife
many
is for if you're
pyros.
dying to pyros too much. However, do not be mistaken, it does not guarantee your survival, it only aids it.
Why?
If hit by fire well held, you gain 1 second of fire immunity and 10 seconds of afterburn immunity. But
Oh.
this melts the knife in the process.
Oh.
Backstabs also turn victims to ice with a distinct sound. So again, that melting. It only activates if hit by fire while the knife is held, and when the knife melts, it becomes completely unusable, putting it on a 15-second cooldown that can be sped up by ammo packs.
Oh. And then you come with the problem of if you just take more damage after that 1 second, it's gone anyway, so you're just without able to do anything. Ooh.
If only there was a way to deal damage without the knife. Oh yeah, Spy has a gun! This is
He
probably a good
does?
time to
My
mention
God,
that
why did you never
can
mention
shoot
that?
people with your gun. And said gun has decent range. The knife isn't your only weapon, especially when people are looking at you.
Hello there.
Anyway, where? So that 1 second of fire immunity may not seem like much, but things can happen very fast in TF2. And that 1 second may be enough for you to escape the range of the pyro with your slightly superior speed.
It almost feels like this is one of those, you're in a team that has too many enemy pyros, and you're saying, fuck it, but you're competent enough to actually take advantage of it. Sounded like there was a freaking plane driving over my house. I know I said driving, it was really close.
Plus, the afterburn immunity persists for a good amount of time.
Which might be more
The
pleasant.
biggest issue here, though, is that pyros can set off the Spy-cicle on purpose just to prevent you from getting a backstab.
Yeah.
So while they have a harder time killing you, they have a much easier time preventing murder.
Were there lights on the
That
icicle?
isn't done by them, at least.
Pyro
Also,
for life,
that
man.
eye statue thing. It may not seem like much, but that distinct sound alerts players to your location. And the eye statues
Oh.
tell players that there is a spy nearby. And it really does not help with their paranoia. But speaking of the knife that excels in
Oh, but if you're trying to play the paranoia game, this might actually be a better weapon because you would actually be able to just leave the dead bodies behind to freak people out if they ever turn around. So your best goal with it would actually be to run away and let people make the wrong decision.
preventing paranoia,
Your eternal reward. I've heard about this one.
the ultimate stealth knife, but also the complex one.
Oh.
Upon landing a backstab, you instantly disguise as your victim, as well as the kill being completely silent, at the cost of
Oh.
plus 33% cloak drain
Oh.
rate, and the disguise kit needing and consuming a full cloak meter on use.
Ew.
The basic rundown of this knife is that it highly rewards more careful spy players, as if used right, this knife can hide the fact that you're even present from non-victims, while your actual victims will become paranoid out of their minds.
Yeah.
Let's break down the on-kill effects. 1. You will instantly take the disguise of your victim with none of the particle effects. 2. The victim will not scream, making the backstab near impossible to hear. 3. No notice will appear on the kill feed for the enemy team.
Oh, that I was not aware of. That's huge because you expect that if someone's dead, you get the notification. So if you don't see it, don't even think to look. Or you're like me and you just ignore everything and just randomly burn everything around you just in case. It seemed to work.
4. The corpse will very quickly disappear.
Oh.
And 5. If a medic is healing your victim, the beam will instantly transfer to you. This entire process is so fast that you retain your cover in between backstabs, to the point even sentry guns will fail to detect a backstab with this knife, making it safe to backstab an engineer that isn't next to a sentry. However, the other powerful trait of the instant disguise is that once you get a kill, you'll most often be in a realistic position for that class to be in. People also don't expect players that they just cleared to suddenly get replaced by a spy. In this clip, I stabbed a sniper this demo cleared, so he thinks I'm a normal sniper, and then this scout appears in front of me. We can assume the scout double jumped before entering our view, and that the demo saw it, so he knows that the scout cannot be a spy. However, since the scout is also fooled, I get a backstab on him. I round this corner back.
Oh my God. And you can see he's currently disguised as the scout still. And then, oh, is there like almost no cool? No, there is a motion mod. That 33% cooldown means that you don't do long running invisible, but this is basically I'm going to team kill your entire team because it's the only way to really make advantage of it.
Back into the demo's
It's like,
view,
get in, everyone.
but now I'm disguised as Scout. The disguise infamously known for being the easiest to detect due to the incorrect speed.
Yep.
But because the demo doesn't realize this isn't the same player he just saw 2 seconds ago, he doesn't even pay attention and proceeds to walk right into a backstab.
Oh my god.
It's not a joke.
I'll make it into one! There's so many weird psychological effects that this knife has. Like when someone calls out a spy after a backstab, people don't expect to see a disguised spy. And because people are so used to hearing backstabs, they just
Filter
don't
it
turn
out.
around after a backstab like they normally do. They often won't even know you exist unless they're dying to you. Basically, this is an
Yeah, that killed me
overcomplicated
plenty
way
of times, so
telling
it's
you
definitely
that
true.
This knife excels in maintaining your cover. But we've barely touched on the downsides.
The time loss.
The increased cloak drain requires more effective cloak management on your part, meaning this knife isn't super beginner friendly. However, this downside can be negated by equipping the Le Plongeur.
The what?
The disguise kit
Oh, they're complementary.
also
That
requires
actually
and
helps a ton.
consumes an entire cloak meter upon use, meaning if you disguise manually, you'll need to pick carefully, as you can't change that decision right away. However, this also has a workaround,
Oh.
as doing this while standing in spawn won't consume the cloak meter. This by no
So-
means nullifies it, but
So if there's a teleporter nearby so you can get closer, that's very helpful. Or if you're about to lose, you can really turn the tide.
saves time if you know. That being said, what this means is that you have to have a much more considerate playstyle.
Oh.
You need to be more careful with your cloak, and use the disguise kit with purpose. But, if you are careful, it will keep you hidden.
And he got 2 back-to-back kills, so there's almost no kill downside on that. Or more, how to put it? There's no cooldown. The kunai.
This knife
Is this
essentially
long range?
amplifies the traits of the beginner. You have even less health, but more survivability after a backstab.
How so?
Upon backstab, you absorb the health of your victim, with the excess health being turned into overheal.
Oh!
But your maximum health is reduced by 55.
How much overheal are you allowed to have, though? Like, does it stack if you get multiple kills, or is it just replacing it?
For the mathematically astute among you, you may have figured out that your maximum health is now only 70. You have lost 44% of your maximum health by simply equipping this thing. Someone breathes on you wrong and you die instantly.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful before hitting that first backstab. But once you backstab someone, you steal their health. This is based off the health of your victim. But no matter what, you gain a minimum of 75 health,
So you have at least 5
and
over.
you can have a maximum of 210.
Oh!
However,
Oh.
most of this health will be turned into overheal, meaning it cannot be recovered by health packs,
Yeah.
and it decays over time.
Oh.
However,
How fast is the decay? Like, if it's a really fast decay, that kind of sucks and gets rid of any benefit. But if it's a slow decay, like over a minute, I mean, that might be worth it.
the decay rate of this overheal is affected by math.
Oh, no. No.
This is interesting, trust me.
Oh, no.
So overheal decay is based on the maximum health of the user. Normally, overheal maxes out at half of the user's base health,
Yeah.
making it decay fully after 15 seconds on all classes.
Ew. 15 seconds? That seems like normally it's like, oh, that's cool, but then also you don't care enough.
However, the maximum overheal from the kunai has the reverse proportion.
Oh?
Instead, the maximum health is half of the maximum overheal. The result is that the overheal takes 4 times as long to decay,
Oh!
equal to approximately 2.33 health a second.
So it is a full minute.
Considering 10 seconds of afterburn immunity is a long time, that's pretty good.
Yeah! That means you can have a very tanky spy for a long time. And you could actually play a spy aggressively because they're going to expect you to die after a single shot, so they might not think to do another shot. And if you keep getting backstabs because you're faster than most of them, you could go in there and actually be a decoy. Oh.
However, this assumes you aren't taking damage, which can very quickly eat through this health.
Now, can you... how fast does the restore come in? Like, is it as soon as you get a kill it gets in? Or is there like a lag between a kill?
However, there is one thing that can very quickly deal with this problem.
But...
another backstab.
Oh.
The health gain is instant and clears all
Oh, it is
debuffs
instant.
like bleeds and afterburn.
It clears
so
it.
being able
Oh.
to backstab becomes your lifeline. Or at least that group of heavies without headphones. The problem arises if you're struggling to actually get that backstab.
Yeah.
This can keep you alive through a chain stab, or enable more secure escapes. Just like the big earner, however, both the risk and reward are greater. If getting that first backstab is becoming a struggle, you're better off swapping to the big earner or stock. The big earner leaves you open to one-shots, but empowers your ability to escape or get chain stabs. The Kunai amplifies the strengths and weaknesses of the big earner, and is a big risk to use.
So both have the downside of you die faster, but one lets you get closer faster, the other lets you survive being noticed faster. Okay.
The Spy-cicle helps you survive pyros, but allows pyros to melt your knife and makes players more aware of your presence. The Your Eternal Reward excels at maintaining your cover, but only if you play thoughtfully and smart.
In other words, the pyro cycle, or the cycle, or cycle, whatever, it's great for an intimidation game where you're trying to intentionally fuck with people. It really depends how long this icicle version of the enemy lasts. If it's a good distance or good amount of time, that could actually last a while. Then you could do a lot of intimidation of say, hey, this guy died right here. You know I'm nearby. But then you're always completely somewhere else at that point. You just have to immediately run. But you don't get chain kills that way, which would kind of defeat the purpose. But on the other hand, intimidation of seeing a bunch of dead bodies does freak people out, man.
And stock is the best all-round knife for all situations.
Yeah.
You may
No
take
downside.
your pick, but they all share one common ability. The ability to stab.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And someone's just asking me if I'm pyro-cynical. I have no idea what person that would possibly be talking about. Which is weird, because I actually don't know who that's talking about now that I think about it. Also, I'm being told from Martin, you can also get a golden pan that turn people into golden statues. Okay. Is that a pig head? He has all the art for him. Oh my god. What is with the crabs? Either way, I think having watched so many of these spy videos, because a lot of it involves learning how to play other classes to impersonate them better, this, oddly enough, helped me learn how to play TF2 before I actually started. It's like, okay, so if I need to impersonate with a spy, which I'm never going to do because I suck at impersonation, but I need to know how to play this class, so here's a little quick overview, which very much helped because I forgot to actually look at any of the how-to tutorials on any of the characters, so I was going in blind on all of them. Yeah. Also, apparently the golden pan is an MVM, Man vs. Machine, or PvE mode. Oh, it's reward from that. That might be cool. The only thing I got so far was the pyro goggles. I killed someone 4 times without them getting me. It was fun. Either way, though, that was a really cool video because I like going into the little nitty-gritty bits like that. So yeah, if you haven't, links below. Original video. Hit it up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.